All right, we back with another one, Motor City Sports Talk. We in the building. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. Most definitely appreciate everybody rocking out with us. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And if you want to donate, the PayPal link is in the description. I put in a lot of work, and I'm still not monetized. My application, last time I checked, was still in review. It's going on 2 months and a week, so definitely appreciate it if you choose to donate. But the best way you can help me out is continue to share the videos on social media as well, and comment and subscribe. And don't forget, we going live this afternoon. We will do the official Motor City Sports Talk Tampa Bay, Detroit Lions review, reaction, whatever you want to call it, all right? But one thing is plain to see to me is that Kerryon Johnson is the best running back on the Detroit Lions. He had a little small run yesterday that I noticed in like the first quarter. I think they threw him in, and you know, it was small, but he made a great cut, and he was just so nimble and quick on his feet and had great balance. And on that one long play that they ran, what was a couple weeks ago, not versus the Raiders, the last preseason game, which is the New York Giants, I think it was, or the Raiders. He had a long run, I think it was the Raiders, that was called back. But you could just see he's the best back on the Detroit Lions. I mean, it don't take Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles to see that one. He's the best back. You know, he's the most explosive back. He's a physical back. He's mostly a blend between all the running backs they have. He's quick, like Riddick and Abdullah. I'm not saying he's quicker than Abdullah, but he's quick laterally. That's when somebody say agility or quick laterally. He has more home run speed than all of the running backs. I think LeGarrette Blount's the only running back, or Washington is the only running back that can challenge him as far as home run ability, because LeGarrette Blount, big self, can move as well. And he can catch out the backfield. So he can do everything all the rest of the running backs can do, and some. You know? And if you're wondering why Amir Abdullah is in the game so much, it's because they're trying to showcase him to trade him. I'm pretty sure about that. And you heard Bruce Arians talk about Amir Abdullah, how he was the star of the camp the year they had Jameis Winston down there. He was the star. And he loves Amir Abdullah, has a strong family, strong background. But right now, we trying to win football games. And Amir Abdullah, you know, I think he just hampers the situation. You know what I'm saying? They showcasing him. Fans are getting frustrated by seeing him in the game, and he getting cracked and hit, and he falling down. He not making stuff happen. He not looking explosive the way people want him to look explosive. And fans are jumping to a conclusion saying this is what the Lions are going to give us week 1. But like I say, and I'm sticking to my guns, as bad as you want to overreact or go crazy about it, when the Lions was doing well in preseason, and we would say, oh, it don't mean nothing, man. They're going to mess up in the regular season. They did. It don't mean nothing. You can't have both stances. Well, overreact when things are going bad and then underreact when things are going good. No. I see some things, and some things were said on a telecast last night with Trent Green, Bruce Arians, and one of the Gumbo brothers. And I think it was Trent Green said, you don't want to show your full hand in preseason. Everything is vanilla offense, vanilla defense. And I believe that. And I think that's the reason Kerryon Johnson hasn't got a lot of carries. And also, if people forget, Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia and the regime said that they didn't want to overrun Kerryon Johnson like he was overused in the University of Auburn. And those who watch SEC football, which I watch it closely, even though I'm a big Michigan fan, people who watch that know the physicality, and people that watch Auburn knew this dude was getting 30, 40 rushes a game. On top of that, receptions, wildcat. I mean, he was in total Auburn offense, and he was wore down at the end of the season and still produced. It was sometimes he would be in the game for 10 straight, 10 straight handoffs to snaps. And he'd go to the sideline and just, kneel down and sit down and try to catch his breath. He was that offense last year, and he was a beast at it. And he's one of those running backs that get stronger as the game goes. People look at his frame. Was he about 6 foot, 6'1", lanky, but he has the most yards at the contact. Very, very balanced. Can hit and control balance. He's the best back the Lions have. But will they stick to their guns and saying, we're not going to overuse him? He won't be the feature back. Will they stick to that? Is the question. Or will his talent be so great that they have to make him the lead back? I'm not saying he has to rush or touch the ball 20, 30 times a game. Of course, Riddick can get in there and do what he got to do and catch the ball. Of course, LeGarrette Blount can soften the defense up on third and shorts, fourth and shorts, second and shorts, first and shorts. Or, he can just, soften the defense up and they can have a nice rotational blend between the three backs, Theo Riddick, Kerryon Johnson, LeGarrette Blount. But what I'm saying is this kid is by far the most talented rusher the Lions have on the roster. It's not even close. It's not even competitive. He should get the bulk of the carries. He should get the bulk of the touches. He does what all the running backs do in some. Catch, run. You know what I'm saying? He got the home run ability, speed. He's quick like a Theo Riddick and Abdullah. He can catch like Riddick out the backfield. He's everything. And I think the Lions know that through practices and things that I heard and things that I've seen. They know that. They really do know Kerryon Johnson is the best back on the team. And I think you will see Abdullah get more carries next week. And you might not see Kerryon Johnson at all, but you'll see Abdullah get carries next week because they're trying to trade him. And eventually he may not make the roster, which we'll talk about in the live stream later about Brandon Powell, how he gonna make the roster. He's a beast. And I think the emergence of Brandon Powell as a returner is going to be bad news for Amir Abdullah. But you got your three running backs, and I think you got your ace running back in Kerryon Johnson. And I think that's why you haven't seen a lot of Kerryon Johnson in preseason. They're trying to preserve him for the regular season. And for those who overreact to saying the Lions stink and this and that, listen to what Trent Green said yesterday. A lot of teams don't want to show their real scheme in the preseason. And that's facts. And I bring this story up all the time. I know people that continue to listen, they get tired of me bringing this up. And this is the thing I bring up. I remember Cam Newton, his rookie year. All the preseason games he played, he stunk at it. I mean, he stunk. He sucked. He looking like a bust. You think you should have took Blaine Gabbert. You know what I'm saying? I should have took Von Miller that year. I should have took PP, Patrick Peterson that year. Week one come, he totally explodes and throws for like 300, 400, 500 yards. Steve Smith, they was baptizing Patrick Peterson, and nobody seen that coming from Cam Newton. Nobody seen that coming from Cam from the preseason. And you know what? The preseason is to see what works and what don't work, and how can we attack these different defensive schemes. And the same thing for defenses. You're not going to see the best defensive schemes. You're not going to see Matt Patricia's real, you're probably not going to see his real true formations or his real true blitzes and what he's going to bring to the table. That's why I'm taking a wait and see approach with the Detroit Lions in the preseason. That's why. Let me make my evaluations week 1, week 2, and then we could talk about it. Week 1. We'll talk about it. But Kerryon Johnson is the guy. He is the running back. He deserves the bulk of the carries. I'm not saying he should be 20, 30 carry a game type of guy, but he is the guy. He gets majority of the touches, not just the carries. He can catch too. Let it ride. The Lions always want to overthink something. They always want to think they smarter than everybody else. No, you got the talent. Showcase them. Use them like they did Alvin Kamara last year with the Saints and Mark Ingram. Mark Ingram is LeGarrette Blount, and Alvin Kamara is Kerryon Johnson, and you scheme around them two, and then you throw Theo Riddick in there to throw the balance off. The good thing, the Lions have 3 good running backs. I think Riddick is more of a receiver, but you got 3 good running backs. Use them. Don't overthink it. The best will play, and we'll fit in everything around it. Situational running. Short yardage, Blount. Soften the defense up on first or second down, Blount. Theo Riddick on third down, and you can put him in the backfield with Johnson. You can do some funky things, put him in the slot. It's time to get creative. Well, we know Jim Bob Cooter don't get creative until nothing on the line. There's no pressure on him. You know what I'm saying? But let me know how you feel. We're going to be going live sometime this afternoon or evening about the Detroit Lions game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Much blessings to all the brothers out there that's supporting the page. One Pride Nation, Motor City Sports Talk. We in the building. Don't forget, check the link out in the description. Hit the drop down box. All our links there. You don't have to copy and paste or go back and forth. We on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Also, if you want to know you get the intro music from, that link's in the description as well. You got a question, you can DM me on social media. If you want to donate, the PayPal link is there as well. I definitely appreciate everybody. Share, subscribe, comment, like. Y'all know what it is. We gone.